Okay, this next video is on replacing substrings on page 6061. Again, I'm following the book, but I'm making a few changes that you should be able to follow if you think about it. So we have a text box, and we have a button, and we have a form. So now I'll go look at the code, and we'll see if we can figure out what it's saying without, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just figuring things out. That's what I like to do. So we're starting out. We'll get to again. I like to start here. You got a forum, and by the way, these are the These are the code names that we named in the properties. So button replace text box 1, form 1. We didn't change that. That's just what it is. Also, we're in the button right now. It's a click event, meaning when we again we're just going over these things. When we click the button, something's going to happen. Going down to the form. Well, when we look, this is a load event, so when we start the program, it loads. And again, when we put text in the text box, it's a text change event. So, I'm just going to try to add a few things every new video. You can minimize these. Which will help you to see what they're named. Button replace. You notice over here on this box that's opening up, it's showing what's in there. Let's look at the next one. Okay, so we did that. So let's see if we can decipher this, or we can try to put parts of it into our mind that we can help us remember how this all works. So we have three sub procedures. We have the sub procedure button, sub procedure form, sub procedure text 1, or text box 1, I mean. So we declared two variables. So let's see if I can explain this clearly the first time. So we declared one variable called string data as string. We went over that last time. It's a memory thing in the computer. And we saw that it shows it'll show numbers and characters as a long string. So that's, again, I have trouble explaining this one. You just have to keep doing it. So get the text from the text box. So this variable right now is empty. But when we add text into the text box, it'll become something. It's an empty bucket until we add text. So that's that variable. Replace the string occurrence. So right now we have this variable, which is empty until we add text into the text box dot replace. This is the key difference from the last video. 1 second. So I stopped for a second. So the key difference is that we're going to talk about. We talked about the dot operator. Now we're going to talk about this comma operator. As far as this this is concerned in this video. When you see this comma, you're working left to right. So when we enter hello in the text box, which is the string data here, does that make sense? This, and this are tied together. We're going to replace it with goodbye. This comma, so what is going on is this is the string data, hello, but dot replace. Once you put the comma, you're doing the second, I guess you'd call it the second parameter, and it's going to replace it. And again, it's inside the parentheses. So now we go down to the next box. Again, we have parentheses. I think this is the key to Visual Basic, these parentheses. So whatever the variable is here, which is hello, or whatever we type in. If we type in hello, then it's going to replace it with goodbye again. So now this is tied to here, to here, to here, to here. Let's change that. It's here, 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 here. Does that make sense? So in this second parameters, again, we're talking about the comma. What we're really talking about this time is replace and a comma. So, and again, it's running left to right. It's going to show the what I just talked about, and this is going to show up in the top of the message box because it doesn't have the replace. It's just dot show. Does that make sense? And then this isn't in the book, but I just put in close again. Here's the parentheses. It's going to run that. So here we go. I forgot if I ran this or not because I got sidetracked. My telephone rang, but let's do it one more time. So I will type in let me just stop this for a second. I don't want it to close, so I'm just going to comment it out. Run it again. So again, what this is looking for is what we type in. And if we don't type in this exactly, we're not going to be able to replace it and see goodbye. So if for instance, if I type in a small h, it wasn't able, the computer just didn't understand. I was going to call it the computer. The program didn't understand. But if we change this to a large H, and click replace, it gets it. So again, these are little quirks inside whoever the brilliant person that wrote all this, or since Microsoft started in, I don't know what it was, late 70s. So a lot of very brilliant people have figured all these things out. We don't really have to do much. All we really did is we declared a couple of variables and we used the programs that they're hidden in the background, the text box, the button, the form. We're just manipulating the information. So I'll just uncomment, close. Now it should run and close when we. I'm just going to type in, I'll just type in HEL. Replace. Goodbye. Should close. Okay, that's it.